Hello, my name is Richard Tharp. I'm the author and developer of a new Mozilla Firefox add-on, which I called IE Inset. I would like to demonstrate the usage of IE Inset within the Mozilla Firefox browser. So I'll instantiate a copy of the Mozilla Firefox browser. Previously, I had opened up some tabs with generic websites for this demonstration. Once a user installs the add-on IE Inset, he or she should go to the Add-ons Manager and look for the row or the column for IE Inset. Go to the far right, and under the link More, it will allow you to show more details about this add-on. Go ahead and click the link, and you'll notice that there's some information concerning the usage of IE Inset and the activation and deactivation of it. I would like to make a brief comment. If you go to your Task Manager, or in my case I'm using Process Explorer, you'll notice that there's a child process underneath the Firefox.exe process application. The process, or the child process, is called inseti.exe. This is a process that assists the IE Inset add-on to perform its duties or to activate and deactivate the Microsoft Internet Explorer browser. If you, for whatever reason, disable the IE Inset, the inseti.exe will not be launched when you activate a Firefox browser. Again, to minimize the Process Explorer, I'd like to go to the first tab. I'd like to show you how to activate the IE Inset. Take your mouse cursor, move it to the far left of the Firefox browser. Hold down the Control-Shift keys in combination and then apply the left mouse click. And you'll notice that there was a minimize and maximize of the screen area. And this is for IE Inset to get a capture of the demographic layout of the Firefox browser so it can properly overlay the Microsoft Internet Explorer. As you see, I have at the top here the Mozilla Firefox UI, and we have the overlay, which is the Microsoft Internet Explorer. In this case, it's version 11. You can open up another tab. For an example, I'll go to Beta News. And you can see that tab is populated with that website, Beta News. I am able to also activate whatever options that are available in a instantiated copy of Internet Explorer. In this case, I'm going to deactivate the command bar, which is this bar right here. I'm going to deactivate it, and then I'm going to reactivate it. And you notice it came back into play here. If one were to hold down the left mouse button and try to drag the IE Explorer, it automatically realigns itself back. The overlay is intact, set for dimensions that have been snapshot during the instantiation of IE with Internet Explorer. To bring back full focus the Mozilla Firefox, you just simply click on any of the tabs and the Microsoft Internet Explorer will remove itself, and you can look down here in the taskbar here and you can see that there's no active Internet Explorer. But if you look over here in your Task Manager, or in my case Process Explorer, you can see that I have private copies of the IE Explorer. This is not the IE engine. This is a full activated version, instantiation of IE Explorer. I'm going to minimize the Process Explorer. At any time, I can reactivate the Internet Explorer by simply holding down the Control and Shift key in combination and then left mouse click on the tab. And here we have the repopulation overlay within the Firefox browser. the Microsoft Internet Explorer. I would like to show at this time how that one activates a link from the Firefox browser within a tab of a web page to be launched within the Microsoft Internet Explorer. So I'm going to go to a previous tab that I've activated. It contains various links. In this case, I'm just going to select the Internet Explorer link here, right mouse click, and within the menu there's been a new item that's been added, i.e. Inset. Open this link, or open link, and I'm going to go ahead and activate it. And you'll notice that overlay of the Microsoft Internet along with the new tab that has now been opened for that particular link that was in the Mozilla Firefox browser. I'm going to go ahead and click back on the tab, reactivate it just to show that it's still available. So I'm going to hold down the Control Shift key, left mouse click, and as you see we still have our tabs. I'd like to show how to deactivate the IE Inset Microsoft Internet Explorer. You just simply click on a browser tab, hold down the Control Shift key while your mouse is on the left border of the Firefox browser. And if I go back, I can check by mouse clicking on the tab, holding down the Control Shift in combination with a left mouse click, and you can see that no pop-up or overlay took place. Although if you look at the Task Manager, and in my case it's the Process Explorer, you can see that there's no longer an instantiated copy of the Internet Explorer. So I'm going to minimize that. I'm going to reactivate it. So I hold down the Control Shift keys combinations, and while holding that down I left mouse click on the far left border of the Firefox browser, and it takes a snapshot of the layout. If I come back over here and look in the Task Manager and look at the Process Explorer in my case, you'll see that there's been a new instantiation of the IE Explorer. One other comment I'd like to make while I have the Process Explorer open. For my needs, I always want to have the lowest amount of working set that's been allocated for processes that are important to me while I'm developing. So if we look here in the Process Explorer for Firefox, we know we're somewhere around 185 KB, and you can see the various sizes underneath as the child processes of IN, SETI, and then the IE Explorer. If I want to reduce the working set, and this would include the Flash plugin as well, which I don't have one opened up, as you can see. It will also include that along with the Firefox, the IN SETI, and the IE Explorer, simply by moving my cursor over a tab, any tab of the Internet Explorer, holding down the Control, Shift, and then left mouse clicking on the tab. You can see, as you can see there, that there had been a reduction in the working set. Going to minimize. I'm going to go back to my first tab, hold down the Control Shift keys with my mouse and cursor over the left border of the Firefox browser, and that has been deactivated on the Internet Explorer through IE Inset, and you can check that out by just simply Control Shift left mouse click on any tab. You look over here in the Process Explorer again, you can see that there are no instantiation copies of the IE Explorer. And that's pretty much the demonstration on how to use IE Inset. And thank you for your time.